Hey baddies, welcome to another Auntie Amy's Trashy Tarot. Today I'm doing another pop-up pick-a-card reading. This one's going to be all about you are the villain in their story. So this should be a really insightful reading, and I'm so glad you're here today. So I'm going to be using the Beauty of Horror Tarot deck as the psychic linking object. And this was sent to me by Rosie over at the Abyss Tarot, TAT. And I absolutely love this deck. It's so cool. It's got a really cool vibe. And also, I get a lot of insightful hits on it. So I'm just really enjoying this deck, and I want to thank her for. She sent me a huge amount of cards. There are just so many of them, and I am enjoying all of them. You guys, your auntie is highly medicated with her wonderful green medicine. So just keep that in mind throughout this reading. If I slur my words or have an awkward moment like I just did, I'm not going to edit that out, y'all. I'm not. It just is what it is, all right? Okay, so how a pop-up reading works is that I'm going to shuffle these cards, and whatever cards come out is the picks, all right? Now, I may be guided to pull as I go. I may get clues. I may get hits that I need to pull from here. But anyway, so the three cards that come out will be the psychic linking objects, and then I will pull as I go from the decks that I am guided to use for each group. Okay, some of you guys may be wondering, we haven't gotten any initial pulls in a while. And I'll tell you why. That's because I am currently going through some physical therapy, and it's taking a bit more of my time and energy. So that's why. That is why. So I'll throw some initials in there, initial readings with my pick-a-cards every now and then. But that's where we're at. So the first group is going to be the Page of Cups. Look at that page. Looky there. That is crazy. That's a crazy Page of Cups card, isn't it? I love it. I love it. Okay, so you are the villain in their story. Okay? All right. Let's get group two. Give me group two. Tell me about my group two. Whose story are they a villain in? Tell me about it. Tell me about it. I feel like this bottom one feels hot to me, so I'm going to pull it. We have the High Priestess. Ooh, powerful card, y'all. Powerful card. Okay, now I'm going to show you these again, and then I will insert a little photograph for those of you who need a bit more time to see which group you're drawn to. This first one's wanting to flip-flop, so we're going to take it. It's the Ace of Pentacles. Isn't that a cool Ace of Pentacles? I love this deck so much. So, all right. So here we go. Group one is going to be the Page of Cups. Group two, you are the High Priestess. And group three, you are the Ace of Pentacles. All right, so I will insert that photograph for those of you guys who need a bit more time to see which group you're drawn to. If you are drawn to more than one group, there probably is going to be more than one message here for you. And with that said, I'll see you beautiful, magical baddies on the other side. Bye, guys. Hey group one, all of you that selected Page of Cups, this is going to be your reading all about you are the villain in their story. So this could have to do with children or family. You could be the child in this scenario. It could also involve secrets as well. Family of some kind. So let's get into it and find out all about this story and your villainous nature in this story. So keep in mind, this is a general reading. So just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. I'm going to start with the archetypes oracle deck here, and we're going to find out a bit about what's going on. Yeah, let's get into it. Tell me about the situation for my group one. Tell me about the situation. I feel like ancestors. I feel passed over loved ones. I feel guides. This feels like family. You are the villain in their story. Tell me more about this. You are the villain in their story. Do you hear the thunder? It's thundering. It's thundering, y'all. Okay. So if you hear it, that's what it is. Okay, we have ninja. Okay. Equipped with many different tools. Disciplined, spiritual refinement, patient, master of disguise, observant, and stealth-like. Okay. All right. Give me more information about this. Give me more information about this. Okay. All right. We have indentured servant, consumed by the needs of others, high need for approval, low self-esteem, difficulties saying no, buying one's freedom. Wow. Loser is the next one. I'll show you these. I probably haven't showed you these. Okay, that's indentured servant. Servant. Okay, loser. Self-defeating, gets short end of the stick, bad luck, prevents them from succeeding, on the sidelines, exceeds their capabilities. So those are the cards that came out. Okay. Wow. This feels really awful. Wow, this feels extraordinarily bad. It feels very oppressive. It feels very manipulative. Okay. I feel a couple of different energies. I feel a couple of different like stories forming here. So let's get some more energy. Tell me more about this. Tell me more about this energy. The different stories I'm getting from my group one. Tell me more about this. I'm really honing in on this indentured servant here. It almost feels like busybody energy to a degree. Someone who's been busy about someone else's business. Now, family came out in the negative. So I feel like this is a very bad, and this is hereditary. Okay. I feel like this is a very bad family situation. Okay. We have twins here, another family connection. So this is a family connection, and you are the villain in their story. Okay. They feel like you have taken advantage. You're sneaky. Okay. You're sneaky. You're conniving. I'm hearing conniving. And I'm going to pull some tarot because I'm feeling like lying about something. We're going to pull some toxic tarot now. This ninja gives me this energy of like sneaking around, up to no good. You may have been the child who they always suspected was sneaking around, because in this deck, this fish here could be telling secrets. Okay, they can be telling secrets, and the fish has sharp teeth, so those secrets may not be what they appear. Okay, they may not be what they appear. So there may be some issues of sneaking around, telling secrets, or be manipulative. Now, this is the impression that they give of you. All right, in their story. Okay, give me more energy here. Now, I'm not saying that's what is. Okay, we're going to get into it. Okay, we're going to get into this shit because many times you can be a very good person and be a villain in someone else's story. Let me move these down a bit so we'll get rid of some of that glare on that card for y'all. Okay. Okay. Let's get some toxic X-Files here. Tell me about this toxic story. Tell me about this toxic family situation. And I'm starting to get this energy of like someone, especially with the shining card. The twins is a shining card. And remember, he was very angry. There was an anger problem with the dad. He beat through some doors, right? He chased them in a maze. There was also a little, if I remember correctly, a little drinky poo problem as well. A frustrated writer, possessed, right? Just like some anger issues. or somebody who has, okay, I'll tell you what I'm seeing. And this may be symbolic, so please, I see an older woman who is frowning, okay, and she's got a highball. She's wearing a blue dress. This may be somebody who passed over, okay? But I feel like this energy of like being bitter, being a bitter old bitch, having bitter old bitch energy. And it's almost like, oh, maybe you have someone in your family who's kind of possessed by the loss of this person. And this person, this passed over, I don't get this often. This passed over loved one has not let go of them, by the way. So that's why they seem a little possessed, because they are. That won't be for all of you. Okay, that's real specific. So if it's not yours, don't make it fit. Okay, we have West Side Story. Dislikes other people's polar opposite views and will find fault in people they inadvertently have commonalities with. I think this person literally makes a mountain out of a molehill. I feel like they look for ways to make you look bad. I feel like they make things worse than what they really are. Okay. We have blah, blah, acts interested in people's lives and problems, but will probably use it against them. Yes. Absolutely. This person is a busybody. They have busybody energy. I think they act like a martyr. I think when they bake cookies and take it to someone's house, it's a loaded cookie, if you know what I'm saying. They're using that to get in the door, to get tea. Oh, can we make some tea and eat these cookies kind of thing? That they're out to know the deeds. Okay. The family in reverse, I feel like, is a dysfunctional energy. Very dysfunctional. We have claims double jeopardy. Refuses to be accused for a crime they obviously committed. Yeah. Whenever anyone has called this person on their shit, which may have been you, by the way, they immediately are like, I didn't do that. We've talked about this before. I didn't do that. Right? Like, you can't touch me kind of energy. And the truth is that they did it. Everyone knows they did it, but they're a trifling bitch, and they'll never admit to their own wrongdoing, because that's what they are, a trifling bitch. Okay. This may be someone older than you as well. But we'll get into it. I feel like, I really don't want to touch this family in reverse, because I feel like with all this weird energy, for some of you, there's some trauma here, and it feels pretty bad with this family in reverse and the twins. I feel like radical disconnection here. So you may be no contact or less contact. We have severed, hung up, no communication, lost. So yeah, you may be no contact or not like normal contact. Okay, let's take you guys for a ride. Are you ready? Hold your breath. Woo! We're going down so you can see the cards better. Okay. Did that help? I hope so. All right, let's pull some more. Tell me more about this very toxic situation. You're the villain, though. You're the bad guy. Okay, we have phone call, text. They never call. They never reach out. Like, it's all their fault. Why the fuck would you reach out? I don't get to see the kids. I never get to see the kids. Well, why would they see the kids? Why would they? Why would you reach out? They act like it's a normal family. It's not a normal family. It's fucking crazy. We have succubus, dark feminine energy user. Boom. There's your dark feminine user energy. Can you guys see that? There it is. So that feminine energy I was seeing earlier, unique, one of a kind. That's you. And that's why you're the villain in the story, because you stick out. And you probably know this. You probably always have, right? You've probably always been a little different, a little unique. And because of that, you stuck out probably in your family. And your family's dysfunctional as fuck anyway. So, not really had a normal family type situation. Tell me more about this. So you never let me see the kids. You never come around. I give and give. That's what I'm hearing. I give and give. I give and give. you know, and you never reach out to me. Some of you guys just cut them off for no reason. And listen, here's the thing. When people hear them talking about this, when they go on and on, some of them drinking wine, whatnot, like, people know that they're full of shit, that something happened here. Some of them are your cousins or your sister. Like, they know what happened. They know that they're full of shit. Okay? Tell me more. Let's get some tarot here. And I feel like for you guys, what really kind of made you back off is there was something they used against you. Something big that they used against you. And they thought that somehow they would get by with it. We have the Ten of Cups. They thought somehow they'd get by with it. They thought somehow that it would be okay. Ten of Cups. They thought we would have happy family time still, because for some reason in their head, they don't see this fucking dysfunction. They don't see how fucked up the family is. It's like they're blind to the trauma here. They're blind to the anger issues. They're blind. Some of you guys have a brother that has anger issues. Some of you guys have a uncle or something like that. Okay, tell me more. Some of you guys have someone who has been inappropriate, and I'm going to leave it there. Okay, tell me more. We have the Emperor in reverse. There we go. There is this angry energy here. Loss of control. I'm hearing like just complete POS. Okay? Like, I'm feeling someone who just, for some of you guys, there's been a lot of yelling, a lot of like talking down, and there is some feminine energy for some of you that tries to make everything look, tries to make everything look like it's peachy keen. Like, they care about that it looks a certain way. Here's the thing. They think it looks a certain way. Some of them think it looks a certain way because they drink a lot, you know, so they have that beer goggles on or whatever, wine goggles. But to people on the outside, they know that something's wrong. They know, they can hear it with the screaming and the fights. They can hear it. The neighbors know. You know, people who've been around them know. But yet they continue to paint you as a villain. And what I'm hearing is that you weren't there. You weren't there either. You weren't there for me, or you weren't there, so you don't know. And some of them are saying it didn't happen. We have the Four of Pentacles in reverse. I'm getting this energy of like, they think that I don't care for them, or I'm not there for them, or like, you think whatever you think there's lack in or there's not enough of, they say that they love you so much, you know, they want to leave you so much money, or they want to do so much for you. They want to help you with your issues. They want to do this. Here's this loser energy, overgiving energy, indentured servant energy. They want to give, they want to do for you, but you just won't let them. You just tied their hands. They're just so mistreated by you. And you're demanding. You're demanding of them treating you a certain way. Like with respect. And to not use things against you. Some of you guys told them something big, or you were having issues, and they turned it on you. They turned it against you. I want to know about this Ten of Cups here, because I feel like for some of you, like, you guys have this villain story going on, being told by family, okay? And I feel like many of you are like ostracized, okay? And you have this unique, one-of-a-kind Ten of Cups energy going on. And I want to get into that a little bit for you guys. Tell me about this unique, one-of-a-kind. Okay, we have the King of Wands here. I feel like you're coming into a time where you're going to be more empowered, more self-empowered. And I feel like a lot of this is coming because you have gotten away from this, or you no longer care about this. And I feel like many of you have accepted the fact that you're probably looking like the bad guy, because this is dysfunctional bullshit. Like, this literally is. For some of you, there is some deep anger issues in this family. Some of you guys have a masculine energy that is very abusive, okay? They have anger issues, they have some violent tendencies, and they need help, okay? And for some of you guys, they don't see that. They don't see they need help. They don't need your fucking help, okay? And they've been accused of things. Some of them have been in jail. They've been accused of things, and they say they're innocent. They didn't do them. Some of you guys may have had this person, you know, do things upon you. There may have been the law involved, and it may have involved something like this feminine energy stepping in, being like, that's not what happened. They're lying. That's not what happened. It may not have been violent. It may have been some other kind of thing that we're not going to get into, but it feels like there may have been some law for some of you involved or called, or it may have been that you told some people in the family or some people that were important, and there's some denial going on, okay, which has caused you to kind of course, get distance. If you weren't distanced before, you were distanced now, okay? And I feel like because of that, it's almost like you've pulled back energy from this very toxic situation. And I got to tell you, this person is still full in, like 10 toes down on this shit. Like they're doubling down. Like this is, well, you know, this is the shit they live for. Like, this is the kind of shit they feed off of. What they don't feed off of is you getting in your 10 of Cups energy, you getting your 10 of Cups. Okay, you getting into this unique energy and getting really self-empowered, okay, really vibing with the truth of yourself. They don't like that, okay? Because I feel like they don't like it because they don't have any control over you. They don't really have any more influence over you. Okay, they're really, if you have kids and they haven't seen them, they're really pissed off about that. Because they feel like it is a call on their parenting skills of you. And it is. It is, bitch. It is. You know? It is. If they were horrible parents, they were horrible parents. And if they would take responsibility for it, then it would help, right? Okay. But they're not. For whatever reason, they're not. So life goes on. And that's what it is, you know? So tell me about this 10 of Cups here. That's itching to come out. The Moon. I just love when I ask a question and I get I get the Moon. Okay. Give me another card. Give me another one. Okay. All right. So it feels like this 10 of Cups, this happiness energy, comes with this Moon energy, and this 9 of Swords. Okay, so this is in an area where you're worried, you're concerned, and you can't really see your way to this 10 of Cups. Like, you just like, I don't know why the 10 of Cups is there, Amy. I just really can't see my way to this right now. And you may be bogged down by this situation. Okay. This person is actively like hating on you and actively talking shit on you. And maybe you already know that, and this is just your validation. You know, if you want to do return to sender or something like that, or use Archangel Michael's clearing prayer, it could be helpful, especially if you have people sitting around and really concentrating their energy on bad talking you, and just talking you down. It can help you if you're feeling it, you know, especially if it's family. Some of you guys, you know, this won't be for all of you, but some of you guys may be feeling like cutting cords or something like that. And if you are, you know, seek guidance, and always, if you need help, go seek a professional. I'm just a woman with a gift, and I'm sharing it with you. Okay, I'm not a professional psychologist. I don't have the skills and abilities to give you ways to deal with, the mental issues, the emotional issues that they can. All right, so what I'm seeing here, though, is that this Ten of Cups is in an area that has caused a lot of heartache, a lot of pain. For some of you guys, this involves your money. Um, and but it's emotional. Whatever this is, it's emotional. It feels like it's something that perhaps you don't see yourself having connections, like having family you can depend on. Perhaps you feel very alone because of this toxicity. Perhaps it's isolated you. I'm saying a lot. I'm sorry, you guys, but I just feel like I feel this isolating energy. I feel this alone energy, and it feels like you guys are worrying about being alone or being isolated. And for others, it feels like this has to do with something in a job. Okay, so give me a little bit more. We have the Magician here. So, this is about something manifesting. It's going to make you very happy. Okay, you have everything you need to manifest it. Some of you guys may have been working on this for a while. Okay, it's going to be an accomplishment. Okay, and we have the Devil here. Okay, so it's going to be an accomplishment. There has been a tremendous amount of work involved. Okay. And I feel like with this card right here, this Devil card in particular, we have two children here. And it feels like you're attracting people to you. Okay. And it feels like because you're moving on, even though you feel burdened, you're moving on. You're not allowing this energy to kind of keep you down. You're not allowing this energy to cause you to go into any kind of like toxic behaviors, like addiction and things like that. You're moving away from those things, okay? And I feel like with the children here, I just feel like there is this energy of newness, of being refreshed, of something new walking into your life that's going to make you very happy. I do feel like, though, there's a lot of burden here. There's a lot of worry here. And I feel like sometimes you might have a lot of anxiety about being alone, or the money, or not having a lot of family connections. And I feel like sometimes it probably gets to you, okay? But I want you to know that it's coming. It is coming. But the moon here tells me that the path is not going to be clear to you. It's not like your guides and the universe, your God forms, whatever you work with, is just going to lay it out for you, okay? It's going to be something that kind of comes to you in very magical ways, very validating ways. These are very special people, okay? And they're going to see, you as a very strong person who has overcome a lot of burdens. You've overcome so much. And there's this beautiful Ten of Cups out there for you. And I really think this has to do with just this overall sense of contentment and happiness that's coming towards you. And it feels like there's people and there's opportunities moving towards you, despite the fact that this person is saying such awful things about you. Okay, you are the villain in their story. And no matter how wonderful the person you are, it seems like we're always a villain in someone's story, right? Okay, group one, that's what I received for you. I hope this was helpful and an insightful reading. If it was, please let me know down in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe. And if you'd like to see more readings like this one, give me a thumbs up. And I'll see you beautiful, magical baddies on the other side. Bye, guys. Hey, Group 2, all of you that selected the High Priestess. This is going to be your reading all about you are the villain in their story. So keep in mind, this is a general reading. It's a general session. So just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Now, this card is a powerful card. In this tarot deck, this is a witch. She represents the High Priestess, but she is very witchy. She represents the dark goddess as well, and she has power over water and fire as well, connected to underworld energy, and secrets, the secrets of witches. She represents mystery, okay, and power. It feels like this may have to do with witchy business or some group or secrets. So let's get into this and see more. You may not be a witch. It may not have anything to do with witchcraft, but it may. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Something about secrets here and mysteries. So let's pull from the archetypes deck first, and we'll find out more about this situation. My group 2, they are the villain in this person's story. So tell me about it. That one doesn't want to shuffle. We have martyr, willing to proceed despite risks of injury. Sacrifice by choice, goes distance for others, fights for injustices for others, not just for self. Well, I feel the need to reverse this card. Does more to feel valuable, insecure, manipulates and feels superior when helping. Weight of the world, refuses to receive in return. I'm hearing does the most. Does the most. Does the most. I'm hearing does the most. I feel like there's some very, and group 2, I mean, not group 2, group 1 had some martyr type energy too. So that's interesting. That's too many cards. So I need a few more cards, a couple more cards, please, to tell me about this situation for my group 2. You are the villain in this person's story. It's like they feel like you've martyred them. We have zombie. What a cool card. Anyway, let's turn it around so you can see. Isn't that a cool card? We have unwillingness to see beyond pain and loss, deep-seated fears, psychological scarring, disempowerment, and loss of their own will. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Okay. All right. Okay. You are the bad guy. You're the bad person. You're the villain in their story. Tell me more. This one and this one. Okay. We have account through thorough investments, stability, happiness, financial new beginning, savings, prosperity, pleasure, security. I feel it's you. We have visionary, overthinks, struggles with details, loses motivation when following rules, grand ideas with no follow through, and actions. Okay, so there's already a story here. But let's get some more energy. It feels like someone who's talking shit on you about not following through with something with them, and they put in the most effort, and you just kind of took it for granted, took advantage of them. They're unwilling to, what does it say? Unwillingness to see beyond pain and loss. Okay, so they're stuck on stupid is what I'm hearing. You may have an online business, or this may involve an online kind of witchy business. It doesn't have to be witchy, or small business of some kind, and someone talking shit on your business. And there's something about like your product was faulty, or you didn't provide good customer service. But let's get into the witchy tea here. Tell me more about this shit. Tell me more about this. You're such a villain here. Like I feel like they totally took advantage of me. We have Basset, protection, beauty, love, fertility. That's you. And I think that irritates the fuck out of this person. I think they're very irritated about your success or your perceived success or your success without them. Okay. Because this may be a friend as well who like started being friends with you when you started your business or something like that. And, you know, they're jealous and talking shit about you. Let's get some more energy here. Tell me more about this. I'm trying to move the cards where there's not as much glare. Okay. Tell me more about this. We have your spirits are fighting hard for you. So I feel like if this is a witchy thing, okay, your spirits, Basset, forgive me if I'm mispronouncing her name, is working on your behalf, no matter who the spirits are, if you're witchy in any kind of way. There's a lot of protection of you as this negative kind of story goes on for this person. We have enemies, the blood of your enemies. Ooh. Ooh. Well, you know, let's get one more. Which one top? Okay, we have evil eye protection. They think you don't know it's them, but you do. Okay, so they're sending you negative energy for sure. Some of you guys, if you're witchy, they've cast it on you. You're definitely their villain. You're definitely their villain, at least right now. Right now, you're their villain. I think this bitch is flighty as fuck. Okay, they may be a air sign. I say that as an air sign. Okay, I can be flighty as fuck too. So, you know, whatever. Give me some more energy on this. Tell me more, T. So, for some of you, your product was faulty, or you were. Oh, did these flip? I've got 3 cards here. I'm gonna take these cards. Okay. We have dinner. We have fertility in reverse, and we have nature in reverse, and we have dinner upright. That's a chainsaw massacre. We have fertility. What is this? Oh, this is Wicker Man in reverse. We have nature, which is the birds, in reverse. I feel this energy of like they really would like to work the elements in your life against you. They would like people to gang up on you. They're trying to get people to gang up on you. Okay, so they tell and weave this tale about how you did them wrong. For some of you, they tell people that you talk smack on other people, and they're wanting those people to kind of gang up on you and cannibalize you. I feel like when they talk about you, there's a lot of viciousness in the way they talk about you. It's beyond like they bought a bad candle, or it broke, or it didn't get there in time, or they didn't like the reading, or maybe you work with this person and they didn't like the way you filled out a report. Like it's beyond this. This shit is personal. Okay, this is personal. If you're wondering if they've casted, some of them have. If you feel that as I say that, you know, it's for you. If it's not for you, don't make it so. Okay. It's like, okay, the spell work, it feels like a fuck around and find out kind of spell. Like they feel like you fucked around with them, so now you're going to find out. And the truth is you didn't fuck with them at all. In fact, you probably didn't think very much about this bitch, right? You probably didn't think hardly at all about this bitch, because this High Priestess is busy doing their shit. They got shit to do instead of playing, you know, high school petty bullshit games with you, right? Not you, but you know what I'm saying, the villain. But the villain has like some of you guys have this like, I'm seeing like almost like a Marvel comic book of what an elaborate villain you are. It's just, you guys, hooray, like thumbs up, way to go. Like if you're going to be a villain, this is the way to go. You know what I'm saying? Like go all out. I mean, if I'm going to be a villain, I want to be the best damn villain ever. You know what I'm saying? So they have you painted that way. They don't realize that painting you as such a great, big, bad villain makes them look weak and fragile. But they're too stupid to figure that out. So we have sperm dumpster spreads their seed as if their life depended on it. Oh, they're so jealous of the attention you get. They're so jealous. Oh, we have unlocked doors. Comes back to people's lives when they are about to heal and move on. Aw. They really hate that you're healing and moving on. They really hate that you might have forgotten them. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, you've forgotten them. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You moved the fuck on. Oh, yeah, definitely. Okay. We have dirty dancing. They use other people's lack of experience and love to box others in a corner. What I think this is really about is like they use other people's like being naive as a way to manipulate people into believing things. They're very manipulative, this bitch. Very manipulative. Really though, like some of you guys are super villains. Like okay, if this is witchy, I feel like you put spells on the stuff before you sent it, if this is a business. If this is messages, like you weaved like witchcraft into your messages. Like you have time to do that shit. Like for real. Like this person their level of self-importance is great and never ending. No, not this one. They really think highly of themselves. It's incredibly insulting. And they don't understand that these stories, because I feel like they've told more than one story about you. And I think the additional stories are not based in reality, bitch. They're not based in reality. They're made the fuck up, So, for some of you, some of them are. But I just feel like they're so jealous of the attention you get. They're so jealous of the good you have going on. Even though for some of you, you're like, Auntie Amy, it's not that good. I'm getting there, but it's not that great. Doesn't matter. It's what this bitch thinks. Somehow she thinks you got, and I'm using she, I think it feels feminine. It feels feminine, definitely. That could be just feminine energy, though, so just take what resonates. But somehow they think you got over on them, like you did malintention to them. And it really is jealousy. Like, perhaps they received your products and were like, damn, this bitch is good. Okay, or it's the fact that people like you and they don't like them. Perhaps this is at work and people just really like you at work and they enjoy your work. They think you're good at what you do. We have the Three of Swords here in reverse. Wow. Wow. So the deed's been done. Okay. They tell people that you just broke them. You broke their heart. They really thought they had a connection with you, that y'all were friends. Y'all were witchy sisters, brothers, siblings. And I feel this energy of like, I don't let people get close to me like that. Like, if you're going to betray me, then I'm going to fuck you over. There was no betrayal. Some of you guys, like, I'm using this as a symbol, but it was literally just a broken candle, or the thing came late, or it was a misunderstanding and you blew it up. Or I was in a group and things went left and you took it wrong. Or you're so jealous you won't even let me talk, kind of thing. It's just, it's not what they're painting it to be. Okay, it's not. And I feel like you're so busy doing your stuff that you're probably like, I don't even know who the fuck this is. Or if you do know who it is because you're the High Priestess, you're like, you know what? I don't give a shit. I don't care. It's good to hear the story, though. It's good to hear the story. You know, I know who this is, and this bitch knows who the fuck I am. So you are definitely protected. So here's the thing. I feel like they have some disappointments because they see that you're still going. You know, you may have an online presence, or if this is like something in the everyday world where you're connected, they see that they haven't really affected you, right? They see that it's not affecting you. So they're frustrated. Why are their spells not working? Why is it not popping off? Why aren't you in the pit of destruction? Well, first of all, if you're throwing powerful magic at petty shit, you might want to check yourself a little bit there, Missy. Second of all, who the fuck are you to throw magic at this person? Do you know who the fuck this is? Do you know who the fuck is protecting this person? Because I feel like this person is messing with a real one. And when you do that, you get all levels of fucked up. So I feel like what's happening to this person is as they tell these stories and they throw this magic, and I feel like they're telling people they're protecting themselves. Like, I'm protecting myself from this person. This person's so evil. This person's so wicked. This person has done so many wicked things to me. They've manipulated me. They're haunting me. They've sent spirits after me. I'm cursed. I'm cursed by them. And they've done all this shit. And it's just like, first of all, as if you would, right? Like, come on. Second of, and the truth is, if you had, they would know because they would get hit. So they make it sound like you're just this horrible person, and it sounds a little bit like obsession. What's happening is their magic, or the magic they're having someone throw, which I got to tell you, I feel like most casters would be like, you know, I don't feel real good about this, so I'm gonna not do it, okay? Because I feel like the more they talk negativity, and this may have to do with some kind of protection spell you have going on, the more they talk negative, the more shit they cast that they call protection, but is actually very baneful. The more obsessed they're going to get. And the obsession is going to turn into not an obsession with you, but an obsession with their own, like, issues. The issues that made them be obsessed with you and start after you. It's like, it's a spell that brings about actually their better good because they get to know what the fuck is wrong with them. They get to be shown it over and over and over until they see it. It's like the karma is repeated over and over and over until they stop. Until they stop. It's very simple. Okay, let's get a few more cards here. Tell me more about this situation. But I feel like they are definitely trying to make themselves look like your victim. So I think it's going to take a lot for them to see their own toxicity, how they're actually causing this upon themselves by acting the way they are. It's like a mirror. It's like whatever protections you have is like a mirror. Look, I'm seeing like a Medusa mirror almost, like being held up. Like, look at your shit, bitch. Stop. Okay, we have the 5 of Wands here. And we have the 5 of Swords here. So 55. It feels like they tell people that you guys fought brutally. You fight. I feel like they make up stories about a spiritual fight for some of you guys, like a witchy fight. Like y'all are in a super witchy war. You are in a super witchy war. Did you know that? You are in a super witchy war, and you are the villain, and they are the angel of light witch or whatever. Yeah. Super witchy war, y'all. It's for real. And you get to be the super cool bad guy. All right, bad person, the star. They cannot, for the life of them, steal your thunder or your light. They can't steal your hope. They can't steal your possibility, no matter what they do, no matter the stupid ass fucking stories they tell people, no matter the stupid fucking shit they throw at you. It's just like, for some of you, it's really gotten out of hand. And I feel like people are catching on to this shit. Tell me about that. I feel like people catching on to this? I have the Ace of Cups and the Six of Swords. Yeah, people are getting tired of this shit. They're tired of listening to this villainous story of you. They're just like, listen, bitch. We see you over here talking about this shit, talking about this super witchy war or whatever the fuck is going on. Or this situation, conflict at work or whatever. Well, we see this person over here just doing their thing. They're not even involved anymore. Like they've moved the fuck on. And here are you, you're stuck in something that happened a while back. So people are catching on. The thing is, people like this, they ain't ever going to change. It's going to, I don't want to say ever, but it's going to take a lot, And I feel like you are doing the best thing. You're just about your business. It's like you immediately kind of just pivoted away from this situation, and it just drove this person insane. Literally. Like crazy. And I feel like people are tired of this, just like group one. There's this element of just people being tired of bullshit like this. And I don't think that's a reflection of you. I think it's a reflection of this person. I think people overall are getting tired of listening to petty stories about bullshit that doesn't matter. And I feel like people who know you know that you would not waste your time doing half the shit that they've said, let alone all of it. And you're busy. You're about your day. I feel like some of you guys may have friends who kind of keep an eye on this and tell you, hey, you know what, blah, blah, blah is saying. So some of you guys definitely, especially with the High Priestess, know exactly who this is. Some of you may not, and you may be like, I don't care. It's fun to hear, but I don't really give a shit. And you shouldn't, because this person is sad. This is somebody who has they're sad. They're kind of pathetic, because instead of working on themselves and becoming the super witch in their own life, or the superhero in their own life, they really are their own villain. They get in their own way. They are looked at by people as a gossip and a petty bitch. And I don't think people like this realize, like, when you tell people that you throw magic, like super heavy, baneful shit on like petty nonsense, other people kind of like get feelings about that, because it's heavy work. So if you'll do that for something minor that didn't really happen, what will you do for something major? And it also reeks of someone who doesn't know what they're doing, someone who's not real. And that's what I'm overall getting from this person. A lot of fakery. Someone who hasn't walked the walk. Someone who hasn't like gone through what they need to go through to have the deep connections with spirits, with the craft. And I see someone who like mimics people a lot in that area. If this is witchy, if this is at your work, I feel like this is someone who copies other people's methods, also maybe stealing people's work, and calling it their own, and making up stories about how that person stole it from them, which is projection, which is what toxic people do all the time. I was often surprised how often work is stolen in everyday places of business. It's done all the time, usually by your boss. Things, your work is stolen. And, when I met people who were actually not stealing, like they're the people who worked with them, under them, whatever you want to call it, work, it was a real breath of fresh air, because there are people out there who won't do that. You just have to find the right places to work, and that takes time. And, you know, the economy is what it is, right now. So, okay, group 2, that's what I received for you. I hope this reading was helpful and insightful. If it was, please let me know down in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe. And if you'd like to see more readings like this one, give me a thumbs up. And I'll see you beautiful, magical baddies on the other side. Bye, guys. Hey, group 3, all of you that selected Ace of Pentacles, this is going to be your reading all about you are the villain in their story. Keep in mind, this is a general reading, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. I don't know why I put that there, because I'm going to talk about it. So in this deck, this pentacle is reversed, okay? And it's about sensuality, beauty, enjoying the fruits of the planet, that kind of thing. And traditionally, it's about new beginnings, good vibes, things like that. So you guys, you are the villain in someone's story. And it feels like this involves like beauty, sensuality, love, good vibe kind of thing. So we're going to get into it. I have a feeling about it, but I want to pull some cards to see what comes out before I say. Okay. Before I say. So, yeah, let's pull some cards here. Tell me about my group 3. They are the story. They are the story. They are the villain in this person's story. So tell me about it. Tell me about my group 3. They are the villain in this person's story. Feels like love. I'm just going to tell you, it feels like a love story. We have confusion, addict, confusion, chaotic, consequences, destruction, disorderly, inner pain, self-deception, intense desire for control. That came out. We have, okay, that word I can't say. Internal pressure to know everything. This is in reverse, of course. Scrutinizing, superficial understanding, distracted easily, pretends to know more. Oh my, okay. Let's get one more card here. One of these, that top one. Okay, the top one. Okay, we have Queen. This is upright. We have pure awareness, compassion, logical, willingness to feel the good and the bad, doesn't know everything, but is fine with that, surrenders what is, and frees impulse to control. Okay. All right. So I feel this is you. This is the beauty. This is the sensuality. Are you a Taurus? Are you a Capricorn? Okay. Maybe a Virgo. Okay, feel earth energy here. Okay. Don't have to be. I feel Queen of Pentacles energy straight up. Okay. I feel this is the person who, the Queen of Pentacles here that I'm feeling, is the villain in their story. Okay. And it feels like love related. So let's pull some cards here. Tell me about this. Tell me about this. Are you a heartbreaker? Did you break someone's heart? Can be platonic or romantic is what I'm hearing. Tell me about the situation with my group 3. Come on, deck. Come on, you be good to me. I feel like this is someone who is the person's story that you're in, that you're the villain. I feel like they're very chaotic. There's a lot of writing it out. Okay, well, there's a lot there. Okay, we're going to pull these two. We have love story, once upon a time. There it is. We have busy, schedule, time management, rush. We have envy. They just don't have time for me. They just didn't have time for me. It feels like for some of you, it's a love story that never was. It was a love story in their mind. It was a love story. It was a great love story, I hear, but it wasn't real. It was never real. They were imagining this great love story that never was. So they kind of look stupid with this. They kind of look kind of dumb because they're imagining something that never happened. That's what I'm hearing. Like it never happened. There was never anything there. This queen was never writing it out. This person's writing it out until you're available, some of you guys, because they know there's a connection. Some of you guys have a simp that you're the villain in their story, but they still love you. We have secret admirer, love, sacred contract. Yeah. It's like, I love you, bitch. I love you that you're a bitch, but you're also a bitch. Remembrance, memories, nostalgia. For some of you, it is a ex. Congratulations. I know that's exactly what you wanted to hear, right? A talking heads, gossip, two-faced people. So they talk shit about you. So this may be someone who you talk to on a regular basis. Could be a simp. I get that clear. Like the word simp is just like blinking. Could be a fan. Could be online. Some of you guys may have OF. You don't have to tell me that part if it's true or not. It doesn't matter to me. I don't judge people. Get your money, boo. Okay, but you may have people who are like this, who imagine and they have a very one-sided relationship with you. It could be all over social media. You could be Instagram or YouTube or TikTok. And I feel like there's this energy, though, of like them thinking that like there's like love here. We have fascinated, mesmerized. Fascinated and mesmerized by you. You bitch. Abundance. That's you. Inflow. You're just doing your thing. Why do you have to be such a bitch? I love it. See, that's the problem. That's the problem. They love the fact that, for some of them, they love the fact that you're busy and you're ignoring them. They love that. How could they love that? Because they love the agony. Oh, God. But I hear like, you just don't understand how deep this love goes. You don't understand. Like, I'll wait for you forever. You just can't make time for me. And then there are the times when they really talk trash about you. Okay? Like, you are an unfeeling bitch. I know that post was about me. I know it was. You may know this person in like everyday life too. I know that post was about me, Page of Swords. I know that post was about me. Some of them talk to their friends about you. We have the Sun and the King of Swords here. And I feel like it's weird because they're two-faced. Like on one, and this is how I'm seeing them. One side of the face, they're saying, oh, I love this bitch. Oh, this bitch is so hot. Like I want to be, because it's very superficial. Okay. It's someone who's very superficial, going back to these other cards. Very superficial, very chaotic. And then when they don't get attention from you, when they don't get what they want from you, then they talk about what a mean, nasty bitch you are. And how could you ignore them? Okay. Some of you have an ex. I haven't ignored that. I haven't forgotten that. Okay. Some of you have an ex who is nice to your face. Okay. They still want you, by the way. This ex that I'm talking about. Oh, they still want you. Okay. And they're envious of anyone in your life. If you're dating again, if you have someone new, they don't like that. They don't like that at all. And they're writing it out because they think that somehow it'll come back together. Okay. They don't like hearing, like, if you're friends with your ex, they don't like hearing right now about the good in your life, which is really fucking sad, especially if, you have children, like you're the mother of this person's children or the father of this person's children or the parent of this person's children. Okay. They still believe in this once upon a time thing, but they tell people, like, you broke it up. It was your fault. It broke up. You're selfish. You were selfish and self-centered. That's what happened. You only care about yourself. Like, if you were really committed to your family, then you would have wrote it out. Now, listen. People get split up for all different reasons, and your reasons are valid and justified. So don't feel like you ever have to, like, I don't judge people. We do what we do for reasons that other people may not know, and it's nobody's fucking business. But they're definitely talking trash, like, we broke up because of them. Tell me, why? We has a backup bay in their side pocket when and if things fall apart in their current escapades. So they tell people that you had somebody else, that you wanted somebody else, or you had somebody else, or you cheated. You're a cheater, or you were flirtatious, or you just wanted somebody else. You were bored with them, so you wanted somebody else. But I'll tell you what, they sit around and think about the past a lot with you. And when they're alone, they think about the mistakes they made. And they just chew themselves up about it. Very aggressive. And on some level, the ex, the simp, the whatever, thinks they have a shot with you. Even though they trash talk you. It's fucking weird. Two-faced people, like, this is so two-faced. And I feel like they're living in like a Delulu world. Okay. And maybe that's why they're trash talking you so much, because deep down, they know that ain't ever gonna happen. You will never, ever go back to this person. And if this person is a fan, a simp, or knows you at work and is a secret admirer, or whatever the fuck this is, you will never, ever date this person. You are not interested in the least. Because you are the Queen of Pentacles energy. Okay? That's an independent queen. That's someone who, even if you don't have your shit together, you're on the game of getting your shit together. You're healed or you're getting healed. You're nurturing or you're getting yourself nurtured, or you're nurturing yourself. You're on your self-care game. You're on your bag, okay? You're about making that money. You're in your flow, or you're getting into flow. You are connected to your energetic flow. And you don't want anyone fucking that up, especially this bitch. They're not welcome in your kingdom. They're not welcome to come around unless it's for the kids. If it's an ex, you don't want to sit down and have a meal. Like, you're not at that place. You're busy. Okay? You're busy. And this person, especially online, some of you guys, they've made, like, if you've talked to them like in a DM, maybe you've just, like, spoken to them somewhat. They've made up like y'all were in DMs and things went down. And there were things like pictures exchanged, and they got pictures of you. And then you flipped out because it got so serious and you fell so deep. This stuff is legendary in the lies. The thing is I think people know. I think some of these people who have the big lies are like telling on themselves by saying such big ass lies. Like, people are like sitting back. I see someone like at a get together. I want to call it a party, but I'm stopping short of that, because I feel like the people around this person who are I don't, I'm seeing different things like being passed around. Okay, wink, wink. I feel like the person who's talking, like people are like they know they're full of shit, but they're letting them talk. So let's get two more cards from the Toxic X Files here. We have 50 Shades of Disappointment. Repeatedly disappoints others by not following through, ghosting, lying, you name it. Yeah, if this is an ex, like they're lying on your name all the time. They tell people you ghost them. If you have children with this person, they tell people you ghost them and they can't contact you. What? It's as if they want to make you look like an incompetent parent. You know, uh, fatal attraction. They become the idealistic person they think their partner wants and loses their self-identity. Okay, I feel this energy of someone like with secret admirer, this kind of energy of like watching you. Definitely keeping eyes on you with fatal attraction. And I feel like for a lot of you, why this relationship, if this is an ex, didn't work is because they were fake. They didn't really show you who they really were until the doors of your house were shut. And then it was on. And what you saw from this person was upsetting. And I think you tried to make it work, but it was just things that you couldn't deal with. It was just impossible to deal with. So I feel like you did what you had to do to kind of like move forward. Um, and I feel like for you guys who like this is like a simp, I keep saying simp, but fan or someone who thinks they're in love with you and is writing it out until you're available, I feel like they're trying to figure out what persona they need to put on to have you while they talk about how you ignore them and how I feel like they dress you down sometimes. Like, you're not worth it. Like, you're not worth waiting for. Like, I'm going to move on. Like, you're not that hot. Like, I'm going to stop, like, supporting you because you don't appreciate me. Well, I don't even fucking know you, kind of thing. Like, you don't even really fucking know this person. If that's the case, they're having what you call a para relationship with you. And they're getting super emotional. And this has happened to, like, super famous people for a very long time. But we're finding it more and more with people who, just an average person who has social media will find they have people who have these paranormal relationships where it's one person having a very deep, intense relationship with a person they see often, but the person they see often doesn't return that because they don't have a give and take relationship. It's just one-sided. So, and it feels like that for some of you guys. And it's like, it's obsession. It's obsessive energy. And obsessive energy can turn sour real fast and turn into anger and frustration. I will tell you that some of this energy feels like incel energy, which is, ugh, you know. And I feel like for those of you that this is like an ex, I feel like there's a lot of blame going on about you, a lot of blame. And I feel like there are people around this person that doesn't make them take any responsibility. It's like, what do you call that? Oh, there's a word for that. They are ah, what's the word I'm looking for? They are like encouraging their bad behavior. They're encouraging them to continue to be toxic. Some of them are being encouraged to not give up. It's not over. It can work out. And some of those people who are doing that don't realize, like behind closed doors, just how bad it is. They don't know. Because behind closed doors, I feel like for a lot of you, this was really bad. And because you are the person you are, a lot of people don't know. And it's allowed this person to paint this very elaborate picture of you as this huge villain, which begs the question, if you're such a villain, how come they're still in love with you? Right? Am I right? Exactly. So the story looks foul. It looks questionable. But I feel like there are people around this person, not all of you, but if it fits, it fits, that are willing to live in denial with them, which is sad. Enabler is the word I'm looking for. I finally got it 5 minutes later. Enabler. This person has some enablers around them. It's very toxic. And I feel like you, even if you have kids with this person, you still dodged a bullet with them. Okay. Yeah, you're the villain. And I got to tell you, you're probably always going to be the villain because you said no. You said, I'm not doing this. I don't want to be a part of it. Okay. Even if you don't have kids, it doesn't matter whether you have kids or not. You're still the villain. Okay. And someone has like a mama's boy situation going on where we have a enabling mother who enables codependency with her and kind of has, I don't want to use the word trauma bond really because you didn't cause trauma. It really was the other way around, but whatever. But like bonding over this villainous story of you. I do see at Christmas time when they were gathered with extended family, there was talking about you. I see someone asking where you are and just dumping too much information, TMI. And I feel like for a lot of you, if you have told this person about what's going on in your life, they're telling other people with a twist. Oh, they're not handling our split up very well, our breakup, but they've moved on because they were always cheating on me. They were always sleeping around, that kind of thing. Um, and for others, that this is somebody like who's admiring you from afar, maybe seeing you online, I feel like they literally are willing you to break up if you're with somebody, or they're willing you to have time or notice them. When you don't notice them, they get angry and they start like trash talking you. So it's a very chaotic energy. I will say with the addict card, some of you guys have a full blown inactive addiction person who's watching you online and is obsessed with your energy, okay? And they go back and forth between like madly in love with you to I can't stand you. It's a big swing with that addiction energy, that chaotic energy, okay? And I just want you to make you aware of it. Listen, when you're online, you're going to get all kinds of energy. Okay, just protect yourself and be aware. Just be aware that this is out there. Okay, we're going to be villains in a lot of people's stories, probably. And like I've told other groups, you can be the best villain, not best villain, the best person in the world, and you'll still be the bad guy in someone's story. So just live your life and do what you do, right? And, you're not for everyone, and you have to go on. And if you have broken away from someone who was extremely toxic, of course they're going to make you their villain. All right. So, okay, group 3, that's what I received for you. I hope this was an interesting, helpful, and insightful reading. If it was, please let me know down in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe. If you'd like to see more readings like this one, give me a thumbs up. And I'll see you beautiful, magical baddies on the other side. Bye, guys.